The Soul Circus, that's like a black circus.
Like, you know who
Hey, you trying to
G Herbo's
get a
baby mama is
signal?
Ari?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it come like every once in a while, like every few years the Soul Circus go like on tour. And it's just, black people showing their talent. They do a little bit more than what they did. I knew they wasn't about to have no animals because I'm about to show y'all how close I was. Like,
Is that something that you think? A lot of like black people should see?
yes.
Like,
Like
that's
as
something-
if you do any of y'all got kids?
I don't got kids.
No. Okay, so I got a daughter.
Okay.
And I'm for sure at some point when I see the Soul Circus come on, my daughter gotta come and go see the Soul Circus. I used to travel and go to the circus. Like I used to go to Cleveland to go to the circus. Like I just like little stuff like that. Like I felt good today taking my daughter just to that circus just because she got the experience. But Soul Circus, I'm about to see when the next time it comes.
What stuff do you think like you want to make it a point to put that in front of your daughter? Like you want your daughter to see this stuff and be influenced by it outside of just like the circus and stuff though.
Just the world for real. Like I feel like myself, like I was able to do a lot of stuff growing up. Like I went to the Bahamas. I've been to Cancun.
Shout out to that.
I used to go to plays. Like my grandma took me to see The Lion King and just different stuff like that. Like I actually did stuff that a lot of people would be like, I ain't never did that.
Ever. And
You
ain't
know?
never gonna do it.
You know?
It's so crazy that you said the world and you went all the way outside of this region. Cause it's like, for younger people at least, if they only seeing what's in North America or America, period.
You're right.
I mean, it's so much in the world that you
or even
miss.
just in a city.
Yeah.
In that neighborhood, they ain't even. A lot of people never even been downtown. Like
Right,
motherfuckers,
yeah.
it's
like,
crazy.
And I got a cousin actually, and she just moved to Houston last year. Growing up, she didn't do like all the stuff that I was able to do. So like her moving to Houston is like, hey, I'm not never coming back. It's just because like she ain't never been hip to like a new surrounding, new people and different stuff like that. So like me, I've been places, I've seen, different people, different things, different cultures. Like when we was in the Bahamas, we was really in the Bahamas. Like we were
in the slums and whatnot. Okay.
So I just think stuff like that, like it's like imprinted in my brain. Like I always talk about it till this day. Like I say, like Cancun was my favorite trip. I was only probably like 10 years old, but I remember they had new beaches. The people there was real nice to me. Like it's just imprinted in my brain. So.
It expand your mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what effect do you think, like, the biggest effect on your life now, that just being exposed to so many different things early on, what do you think effect that had on you right now?
I'm blessed, so I feel like that it helps me see like that I'm really like blessed and in a different space than a lot of people. A lot of people haven't been able to do what I've done, like I said earlier. So that's like, I feel like for me, like I don't take stuff for granted, and a lot of people do take stuff for granted. So
I feel like that's like a microcosm of what we was talking about earlier. Before you got here.
Wait, before you get into that, we gotta introduce it.
Okay. So we got Brooklyn here. Could you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Which camera y'all look at? Do it matter?
It don't matter. You don't too.
Yeah.
Hey y'all. But yeah, I'm Brooklyn. I have a podcast myself. It's High Times with Brooke. Tap in whenever. That's really all that I do. I do a little here and there with like nails and stuff like that, but I'm really just focused on my podcast right now.
I seen some of your podcasts. What do you think, like, the overall, like, do you think it's a theme or like a message that you try to get across in your podcast?
It's not even like a message that I'm trying to get across. It's just basically like my opinions
You
on
being
things,
yourself.
and just me being myself, coming on there, bringing people on there to come and be there. So it's a comfortable space, it's somewhere to come and unwind and maybe get a couple laughs or something.
Yeah.
Like that,
What really, like, provoked you to want to start a podcast though?
People, like,
Okay.
people just always was like, bro, you need to start a podcast. You talk so good. You pick at my brain. I like how, just stuff that I've been through. So it just was like, this might be what I need to be doing.
Would you say you the friend that kind of like bring your friends up? Like, for example, they see you or the way you talk to them kind of motivate or them to get in their bag.
Like, I'm definitely the person that everybody's calling for their problems or what's going on or who needs advice. Like, I'm the one. Like,
how do that make you feel though? And then not only how do it make you feel, but what do it make you, like, did it make you change anything about yourself once you noticed that you was that hub for people?
It's just been me.
Okay.
It's been me for so long. I feel like as an adult, I got to see like, okay, I'm a lot of people's person.
Right.
So being a lot of
on you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Okay.
say. It is a lot of weight sometimes, and what's even harder is I try to like not show that it's a weight on me. So it can be hard sometimes, but I'm a strong person. I'm a strong individual. That's why I feel like God gave me this purpose to be so many people's person, and
But what happened when the person that's everybody's person need a person?
Hey, and that's so crazy because I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, I really don't got like anybody that I personally feel 100% comfortable putting all my weight on, except myself. Like, I'm my own person, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, I deal with a lot of stuff alone.
See,
like, just in my
I
brain.
feel that, but I don't even want to put my weight on nobody. Like, I'm not the type that when I'm going through something to reach out for it, I'm just gonna go through it, get through that shit.
Yeah.
You feel like guilty in a way.
Nah, not even. Well, I don't know. I just don't like asking for shit.
Why you say
Yeah.
guilty? Why you say guilty though?
I don't know. It's like you just
Have you ever felt like that? Like you
Nah.
feel guilty putting your weight on somebody?
low key, cause like they already got their own problems.
That's a way to think
But they be cool
about
to
it.
put their problems on you, so why
Yeah.
should you feel guilty?
And that's the thing. In reality, everybody you use people. Like that's what we do.
Yeah.
So if you not useful, you useless.
Yes.
So it's like you gotta have something that's valuable about you that I can, you feel me?
Yeah.
You not around for no reason type. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta come to you for something.
See, it's one thing to use somebody and then take advantage of somebody.
That's
It's
a
two
fact.
different things.
Right.
That's a fact.
I feel like I get both. Like, I get taken advantage of, but I'm also used. I don't mind being used because, like, that's me serving a purpose in somebody's life. Like, my best friend, if she need me, if she needs just any advice or anything like that, I'm there. But just pouring. Like, I can at least vent to my friends. I don't really come for like advice. I just unload my brain.
Okay. I feel that. I feel
yeah,
that.
so it's not like I'm looking for some advice for anybody. Like, I feel like I'm the advice book myself. So when I am venting and stuff like that, that's kind of like what I be needing. So I'll be cool with it. Like, I'm cool giving out advice and being everybody's person. I'm just happy that, I got people I can unload my brain on.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever heard the term empath?
Empath, I feel like, yeah.
Because that's what they say. Like, that's kind of what those characteristics of an empath. They like are always that hand that people go to, and they say that's something that empaths struggle with is people's always coming to me, but I can never. Not I can never, but it's just like
you don't feel like you can.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard just even finding the words. Like, I feel like people who be looking for advice and looking for help and just different things like that, like, they are okay with being able to ask the next person for this and for that. Me personally, I'd be losing sleep trying to figure some stuff out.
But see, when you done seen results from like your friends that come to you for help, when they see results and it's working for them, then it's like, all right, this is my problem solver right here. Why would I not? Why would I go to something that's not, you feel me, or try to fix something that's not broken? So it's like, I feel like everybody should get to a point where because you being that for somebody, it shouldn't take away from you seeking somebody else to be that for you.
Yeah.
And like, where do you want your podcast to go? Like, what's your goals for your podcast?
I just want to basically just expand, just, I give my brain to people so much around me. I feel like it should be shared with the world. Like, I would love to go like on tour with podcasts and just different stuff like that. Like, I like to talk. So I feel like this is for me. Talking is for me. So to go out and share my experiences or answer questions or just anything like that, like, I just feel like that's just what I'm meant to be doing.
That's the blessing, I feel like, of us having this team, because like, you might be good at talking, but when it comes to trying to establish a tour, somebody else might be better for that.
Right.
And now you got to call upon somebody else. Hey, I can do the talking point. I don't need nobody else to be a...
The thing is, she kind of got that like right now.
That's what I was about to say. Like, y'all, I'm literally just the face. Okay,
Right.
I'm the face of this stuff. But cameraman Kai, she's everything else. She's my editor. She's my promoter. She's my.
And she said it. She don't like to talk.
Yeah.
That ain't even her role.
Yeah.
See, that's the importance of playing your role.
Being in your bag.
You gotta be in your bag.
Yes. And if you play your role and the other person play their role.
Exactly. And then just let that person play their role, and that person let that person play it. It is gonna work smoothly.
And y'all useful to each other.
So useful.
And we not stepping on each other's toes,
Right.
and because it start to get confusing on what role is gonna be played. You know what I'm saying?
With two people trying to play this role is getting left undead. So
Unfulfilled. Yep. So it's the biggest thing. Like with us, I wanted to ask you, for one, when you hear "secure the bag," what do you think?
I thought y'all was about y'all's money.
Yeah, for sure.
I said secure the bag. I said, okay, money. That's
sure.
the first thing that came to my mind.
That's a part of it, but it's really deeper than that, because it's about being secure within yourself so you can get the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. And he was saying that when we was coming upstairs on the elevator. I'm like, dang, stuff be having so much deeper meaning than, what people be first come to mind. And I mean, the secure the bag, money, all of that's cool, but
that's the surface.
That's the surface level.
How do you get the bag? That's what we talking about.
I like that.
And then to go to his point, because it's a lot of people that are empaths out here who is the source for somebody else. But being secure within yourself is knowing, I can go ask somebody for help. This is not what I necessarily specialize in. Let me go to somebody who really specializes in that. Yeah. You feel me? And that's why it's a network. It's not even just secure the bag. It's secure the bag network, because it's about, you feel me, building your team around you. And really, that's the services that we want to offer to people, like putting them in front of they right audience, or putting you around the people that can help you scale your business. So it's really just, I don't know, just being secure within yourself and being secure in your bag is finding the right team and finding the right environment.
And that's hard.
Facts.
Like, are y'all like long-time friends or?
Definitely.
Since high school.
Since high school? Me and Kai got you beat. We've been since second grade.
Oh, y'all,
damn. Shout out to that.
Yes, second grade.
Are there people that you know, and y'all don't necessarily not got to be cool no more, but you feel like you done outgrown people?
Man, I don't. Well, so she's looking at me right now because it's like we the last two standing. Yeah, we really the last two standing for real. Like,
that's how you know it's real.
Oh, it was a group before? It was like a group of y'all?
Oh yeah, it was a group of us. It was real fun too. Just a year ago.
Damn, a year ago.
What was the fun though?
Yeah, it's really
been us. People have come and gone.
Yes, that's what it is. People just come and go, but it's us for sure. You said what stopped it?
What fun was y'all having? Because people was there for the fun.
Oh, well, see, I'm a very like party person. Like,
okay.
I like to not like overly partying, but I like to throw stuff at my house, like barbecues, friends night, Friendsgiving, game nights, 4th of July, all types of stuff, you know. So my house was, that house, and I like to cook. So, I'm cooking, we drinking, we playing games, just having fun. We also went out a lot. We Most of us got kids. Our kids hung out, so it was a great time. It was a.
But then when it comes to the business, have you ever had somebody like claim you are selling out or like you changed or something just because y'all don't share the same interest or y'all don't do the same things anymore?
So I did have. So she's my like first best friend. I have had other best friends, of course, on the way, and I still got people, you know, I'm semi close with or whatever. But you know, just being really locked in. People have their own. I don't even know how to say it. Like their own perspective on things, their own way of seeing things. People could be thinking I'm changing, and in all actuality, it's them changing in themselves. You know, and I'm not saying like I don't change. I elevate every month, if
That's
you
the
ask
thing.
me. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the thing. If you elevate and they see you elevating and they not elevating, they can't help but to compare. So it's
Yeah.
like it's two ways you can take it. You can look at somebody elevating and be like, damn, that's motivation. Let me get on that type of time. Or even just that's what's up.
Yeah.
Or you can get insecure and not take accountability for your lack of growth and then get the hate and get the you know what I'm
and it
saying
be that
project
lack
it.
of growth that will really
Yeah.
hit somebody. Like they see you, like for instance, like me. I'm constantly trying to figure out my purpose in life, whether it's doing nails, doing my podcast. I coach gymnastics, so I just do a bunch of stuff that I love to do. You know what I mean? And not everybody has that opportunity to do what they love to do.
Yeah.
So that'll have somebody upset even within that. But to also see you growing, it'll mess somebody's whole mindset up just because they like, well, why ain't my life like this? So you mad about your life, so then you project that on me, and now we in odds just because you know you not.
Why you feel like people don't have the
But
opportunity
hold
to
on,
do
look
what
at that
they
statement though. Why ain't my life like this?
Facts.
It's your life, nigga.
your
You
life.
why ain't your life like that?
And that's my thing. Like, why do? Because I feel like people do got the opportunity to do what they want, but they doing something that they don't want to do, like working at a 9 to 5 or whatever it is. They can complain about it or they can do something about it. So it's like you might not have created that opportunity to do what you want to do, but you have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't get mad at you if you created that opportunity for yourself and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because
It goes back to accountability. They're not accountable with themselves.
accountability.
I call them victims.
Victim, yes, and a lot of people be trying to be victims. Like it's a world full of victims, but if you, who's the criminal? If you the victim, like who's the villain? Who's the one that's really like bringing you down? You being a victim, you look in the mirror, you like, damn, it's me. I'm the problem.
I literally had that moment before. Like, I'm in the mirror, like, is it me?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's me. I'm like,
You doing it.
I'm like, damn.
And sometimes that can be like, that can hurt you too. Like, this whole time I've been tripping on everybody, on my life, on myself, and it's me.
It's me.
All I had to do is just change myself. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. I'm not saying I don't go through stuff. I mentally, life be just life, and I understand that everybody go through stuff.
Exactly.
You know, like, and that's sometimes people have a hard time understanding that.
I think it's a case, and it's sad to see within the black community because it's like a misery loves company, crab in a bucket kind of thing. And when one of us start to excel, naturally, like you said, the people that you was around or the company that you was keeping, they might have been miserable with their lives outside of just being with you. So when you elevate, naturally, you're going to be around them a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? And instead of it being seen as, okay, they changing for the better, it's always looked at as they selling out or they changing up or they, you feel me, they don't fuck with us no more or something like
They
that.
really just want to bring you back down with them.
Trying to bring you back down with them.
They won't be satisfied until you're brought back down.
It's gonna make them feel comfortable again.
Yeah.
It's gonna-
That's crazy.
Misery loves company.
It's so bad. Like misery would die if it didn't have its company.
Nah, that's scary. Like, okay, I got a friend who elevating. When he down here with me, I feel good. When he up there, I don't feel too good. That's
So what do that say about our community?
That's
if
fucked
if
up.
I need you to be fucked up with me,
for me to feel good.
for me to feel good.
But what about it makes you not feel good?
Exactly.
You don't have an answer to that?
Oh no, I was saying hypothetically.
Oh,
I wasn't.
okay,
I wasn't speaking for myself. I was just speaking for myself.
Don't you up right?
Yeah, because
What is it?
Because I really wanted to know, like, what's
I'm
going on?
speaking
I can't help
hypothetically.
you through. I'm also a therapist.
I'm about to say she's about to give me a whole
Shout out to
section.
that. So I'm a self-proclaimed hater.
Oh,
And-
okay.
No, for real. Like I hate and I love too. I show love, but I know that I came from a point where like I've been in that situation where I seen somebody elevating, and initially the thought was, and this is why I know myself so much, because the first step for me is hating, and then it go to accountability. And
That's
now
self-awareness.
what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? But it's always been a good fuel for me to change something about my life, whatever it is I can change. So when I seen my friend, he got 25,000 saved, and he working on getting his crib and taking care of his kids. I don't got no kids, and I ain't working on getting a crib, and I don't got 25. You feel me? That made me try to go get that. And even if I didn't meet those levels or get to those levels, I got better than what I was.
Yeah.
And so it was just a stamp of approval. Like,
Right.
you dictate whatever it is going on in your life.
It's two ways you can look at it. You can take it as motivation, or you can take it as envy or jealousy.
And on top of that, if my friend doing this and it inspired me to do this, that can be our new normal. You know what I'm saying? Like we can start making a new normal in our community where poverty ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the norm. And that's not what we not robbing and killing and taking from each other. We got an abundance, so we don't gotta look at each other like that. You know what I'm saying? But it take one of us and two and three of us to go do it for the rest of us to eventually look at that and eventually put the blame on ourselves. Like, all right, it's something that I could be doing better. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I do want to ask you though, because it's a lot of people like Stephen A. Smith, Candace Owens, Shannon Sharp. They get to a place of they might even be having equity in the places that they at, but the black community may start looking at them as coons. Do you think that?
Yes.
What you say yes to? Wait, what you think I was gonna say?
Well, are you basically saying like, I don't know, I just don't like them people. for
You
real.
don't like them?
I just don't.
Do you think they could come back from cooning?
Nope.
Why not? Why not?
They so deep in, they don't want to come back from it. They want to be who they are, and it's cool. But I'm not trying to like, you know how people be clapping back.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma clap back, and I'ma really go crazy because Miss Candace, what? Like, she be saying off the wall stuff. Even Shannon, he alright. I ain't gonna be
Shannon, he be
too.
good.
I ain't gonna go too hard on him, but sometimes he be throwing me off too. But like,
I done been thrown off by all three of them, but I will say this. If they was to come out today and do something that I fully support, they gonna have my full support.
they gonna have to do
I'm gonna
a
be
few
able to.
things for me.
Okay, what would they have to do?
A lot. Just change their whole. You gonna have to just change yourself. Like really, just come out. I don't know.
But what is it that they
be-
do to make you feel that type of way?
It just don't seem real. Like it don't even be feeling like they black.
I feel that, and the only thing, because when I see it and it rubbed me the wrong way, it feel like y'all conforming to the white corporation that y'all
Control.
working for.
Yes.
But the flip side of that is Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving, who lost their Nike deals because they wasn't trying to conform to what was going on. So it's a tough, like both sides of the coin is tough. So it's like,
I think they just it's
you
entertainment.
don't think it's hold on.
I'm like super black. So.
Go ahead.
You started, please. But yeah, I don't think it's tough. I don't think they didn't need them deals. Like I would pick me and who I am and my blackness over a Nike deal. They had enough. They didn't need it. So.
That's a fact. Do you think do you blame black people for shying away from the criticism and the hostility that come with standing your ground and standing for something?
No, I mean, of course, it's not really as easy as I'm saying it.
It ain't all the time.
Because, it's pressure, it's
It's
people looking
money.
at you, it's,
Yeah.
like,
It's
being
business.
turned down from something, period, is not going to feel good.
Ever.
So, no, I'm not saying it's like, it's not going to be like a hard decision for people to make, but at the end of the day, you got to make hard decisions.
You got to make hard
it,
decisions.
And there is a right and a wrong answer, and I think the right answer is staying true to yourself and your people.
Black power.
That's a
Yes,
fact.
ma'am.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
You seen they done had the all white party again?
They be at the all white. They love the all white parties.
And they played with Wayne there. See, I don't like stuff like that. Like, why ain't nobody talk to Lil Wayne?
I heard him say that.
I don't
And
like
Drake
that.
was at the party. See, I don't want to get back on Drake, but I love to get on Drake. Because I don't think Drake is black.
Kaya.
Thank you, Kaya. Thank you, Kaya. They be on here ripping my body to shreds. when it come to Drake,
Put me on here, I got you back.
I got Kaya to cut anytime somebody would say something about Drake. But yeah, I don't think, because not only, okay, if you have a black parent, you're black, I
But
guess.
and that's exactly like I was raised by my grandparents. Okay, my granny always told me, if you got an inch of black in you, you black. So that man's daddy is full black, right? Or
Right.
wrong?
Raised by his mom, though, so.
But now what part of being black is he gonna stand on when it come time to stand on something?
It'd be, but okay, so I feel
Because
like
he got the Nike deal.
But you gotta understand, he also got half of that white in him as well.
God, and that's my thing.
Bro, I don't care what nobody say. It's two different things. Being black is like, okay, it's being black and then being African American.
Okay.
Like, being black is like a culture thing.
Yes.
Drake is not in our culture. Well,
And he's not going.
He
put himself in
how,
there.
Though? How is Drake not in our culture?
I'm not gonna say he's not in our culture because I don't think that's accurate. But he's not gonna have the same call to action. And okay, Kyrie Irving lost his Nike deal because he stood on being black and what being black meant to America. The black history that they erased from the textbooks, from the general intellect. They don't even teach this stuff. So it was some stuff that he was trying to teach. They condemned him for it. They kicked him off the team, lost his Nike deal, all of that. Drake would never have to do that because he don't have to stand on that side of himself. He can embrace his white side anytime it come down to having to make a stance. And that's really my biggest thing. When you can play any side of the coin at your will, it's not the same struggle as it is for somebody who don't got nothing but black in them.
But it's like, so comparing that to what you were saying about like Candace Owens and stuff like that, you could say that they not fully in touch with the culture or the black community and stuff like that. But both her parents is black. So it's like, what's the difference?
both her parents African American.
Yeah, okay,
That's a fact.
African American.
I think the difference is black people, we gonna condemn Candace Owens for saying some of this stuff. If Drake come out and be white or embrace the other culture that he's aligned with, we not gonna say nothing, but that's who he is. You know what I'm saying?
But in real all actuality, that really is who he is.
That
though.
really
Like,
is who he is.
If you was Mexican and black, you gotta pick a side. That's both of them are you, but he's black. He's also white. Like that's just really reality of everything. Like his mama white.
Do you think he gotta pick a side, or he can always be black and white?
Because you can't pick a side within yourself. He can't.
And that's
split
my
in half
thing.
his white. He can't split in half his black and make himself fully black or fully white.
But I think a lot of times,
Hold on, what'd she say?
I don't get why we can't just call people mixed. He's both. He's not
Yeah.
black or white.
Yeah,
mixed.
he's
Like,
both, yeah.
It's different. You're not the
Mixed.
same as being
it's not the
black.
same. Ooh.
I feel that. I like that.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
you're not the
ain't-
same. You're not like
You
us,
don't have to pick.
brother.
You don't have to pick. As long as you are, you're mixed.
Yeah, that's
You're not
that's
like
real.
us.
Hey, that's
And I do think that another difference is we would never call Drake a coon. We'll call Candace Owens a coon in a heartbeat.
But I feel like, why? I just feel like people go light on him. That's all that is.
Okay.
Because what I was going to ask you earlier is, you think he could be like fully canceled? Like right now, I don't feel like he canceled.
Fully canceled. That's crazy. I was telling somebody, Drake gonna have his day. And he had his day, but he didn't get completely
like
canceled.
Right now, I don't feel like he canceled right now. I just feel like he
going through like his humiliation, you know, or whatever it is.
He would have to do some crazy shit to really get
be canceled. Like,
yeah, I don't think he can get completely canceled. Or, I mean,
Let's
not
see,
with
he do
everybody.
some Kyrie shit. Even if he upset his people, they.
No, now, hey, if he come out and put out one of them clips Kyrie put out and said,
Hey,
black
he'll
people
earn his card though. He'll earn his side.
earn
though.
it. You had to stand and took it. That's a fact. That's a
but what
fact.
would he get? I wonder, like, what do he? Not even earning his card or whatever the case may be. Like, just getting his respect for black people. Like, that's just basically what he would get if he did some shit like that.
It's low key his form of dying on the cross. Low key, like.
I think he done also took his turns disrespecting black people. Like he done had some choice words about Serena Williams and a bunch of black women that he done been with in the past. But it's like then he'll try to rock the black woman hairstyles. He'll have the barrettes and the braids in.
But I feel like not all men, but I feel like not only Drake has talked about black women. Like,
you right though.
You know,
you right.
It be men darker than me, women darker than me, talking about black people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talking about black women. And it's not always nice. It's not always, you know, the most sweetest thing to come out of somebody's mouth. But it's because Drake's mixed that it's that bad.
I think you snap because the bigger point is we condemn ourselves more than anybody else could.
Yes.
But it's a lack of camaraderie there. And I think it's a misunderstanding too. So like, what would you say is the biggest misconception that black men have of black women?
That they're problematic. I feel like
Okay.
every woman is problematic. Every man is. People are problematic. Just the whole black women. I'm not gonna have the same issues that I have with a black woman if I was with a white woman, if I was with a Hispanic woman. All women got flaws. All women got an anger issue or a time where they gonna snap. It just takes this. What takes you there? And maybe black women took there quicker.
Y'all might have it harder than every other demographic too. Why do you think that? Because that's one of the reasons y'all got it harder than other women.
Yeah.
But why do you think that the stigma or I mean, it's a stigma. Why do you think people think that about black women, that y'all are problematic?
That's what they've always thrown on black women. Just like, for instance, you heard about everything that done happened with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He got shot and he power to whatever he did. Yeah. I woke up this morning, everybody like, oh, he a felon. He got hella baby moms. He did this. He did that. He got the black vote.
That's crazy.
And it's like, why do those factors have to be the reason that he got the black vote?
Right.
It's the same reason why Kamala Harris ain't said nothing in 4 years, popped up at the BET Awards. Because it's the stigma. She want to look a certain way to get and this is how they think of all black people.
For real.
So it's like, when I see people kind of walking in line with how they want you to look, like, I don't have nothing against Sexy Red. I think she hard, too. I think her music is hard. But a lot of why I think she getting pushed so much, by the way, she might be Drake's artist. We don't know. We seen Drake with her more than we seen her with anybody else. But a big reason why she might get pushed is because she may fulfill that stigma and reinforce the fact that this is how black women look, this is how they come across, this is who they are. And it's like, I think if we gonna be mad that that's the stigma around it, we gotta do our part in changing that too.
But it's like, but see, that be throwing me off too, because it's like, it's other, let's say somebody like Lady Gaga, you know, so that means that we all walk around in meat outfits and we all
She
are
was
vampire-
wilding out.
Yeah, but does that mean that she, I don't know, she's
Nobody
Oh,
said
they-
all white women walk around in meat after that. I feel that.
Or she's like putting that out there in the
You know what it
community.
is? Like you said, that's how they see black people, but that's how black people see themselves too, or else it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that is facts.
So
That's
See,
right.
and that's another thing. I'm glad you said that, because we, black people, we all see each other as similar and or the same. And that's why when somebody get the excelling out of the community, we look at them as they changing up.
Yeah.
Cause you don't look like us no more. But it's in all actuality, like you said with Lady Gaga, she's her own individual person. White women not walking around in meat. Lady Gaga was doing that. You know what I'm saying? So STB, we might be secure in our bag, but that or whatever we doing, but that might not be the same across the community of black people, and that's where we go wrong. You know, we start applying a certain thing to the rest of the community.
And that's even happened to me. Like when I was younger, I used to live on the north side. Like, y'all from Columbus?
Yep.
Yeah, so I used to live like Brittenell's
Okay.
area, right? I ended up moving to Reynoldsburg, like elementary school or whatever. But I spent a lot of time up north, and we still had that house where we lived up north. You know, it's more of the hood. We moved to the suburban area. As soon as I moved to the suburban area, I was the white girl in my family. Just cause, and I remember vividly, like, going to cookouts. Hey, white girl. Hey,
That's
just
crazy.
Because, and it's like, damn, my black card got revoked just cause I moved to a suburb.
Nah,
like,
it's crazy because I got like a similar story. When I was like in middle school, we moved into a decent crib. And it's a decent crib. Nothing
It's
crazy.
just decent.
It's decent. It's just decent. But when people would see it, like, damn, you rich.
Nigga.
But and then I used to, like, it kind of fucked my mind up because I'm like, motherfuckers think I'm rich, but how we living?
We know.
I'm like, what?
Brother.
But then it's like, that show you how low of a, I don't even know the word, but low of thinking.
Bro, that's our normal.
Bro, cause look, when I start working on the trucks and we in neighborhoods where we talking manors, like these ain't cribs no more. These is fat ass manors, like
villas.
mini mansions. I'm like, nah, niggas think I'm rich. What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. Y'all,
that shit
hold on.
crazy.
Y'all think this is rich? Y'all don't even know that
You don't
this
even
exists
know.
then. So y'all can't even fathom us even reaching this point. And if I do reach that point, you gonna think I sold out. You gonna think I'm a coon. It's like we gotta make room for what all black people can be. We not just all this. And I think that's profound that you brought up your childhood, because I remember it was stuff I wasn't willing to try because it would be seen as not black.
yeah.
And when I met you, I'm like, damn, bro, you was skateboarding when I met you. Bro, I wanted to skateboard ever since I was in 4th grade.
That's crazy.
It wasn't going. It wasn't going to go. Nobody else
I
was
ain't
going
gonna
to
lie,
join
I
me.
used to have little insecurities about that. I used to stay in my block. I wouldn't even go outside the block. I remember one time I went to the park. It was a white kid like, you skate? You don't skate, you black. I'm like, I think I'm skating. What are you talking about?
I'm literally doing it.
This nigga was hard too.
Bro,
All you gotta
beastie,
do
bro.
is, like,
Tricks
Tony
and all-
Hawk shit?
yeah.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
that's
You
yeah.
skateboard? I thought
Yeah.
you rode bikes for a second. Okay, I'm right there. I'm there. I like Tony Hawk, but see, I like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
people be like, "You're not an average black girl," because I love music. I love all types of music.
All kinds of music.
I could be listening to Paramore and then go straight to Lil Baby, Skilla Baby, something like that.
It's
I
so
don't listen to
crazy
Lil
though.
Baby, I just
We
like-
we created all these genres of music.
Yeah.
So
and
when
they
I
I feel like all genres, if you find something that gives you a little
Right.
run with it.
It's a
Run with
narrow-minded way of thinking. Like, and you really just somebody told you that. Like somebody told you got to be a certain way, and you
Yeah.
decided all right, this how I gotta be. I can't be nothing.
Facts.
That's
or it
not.
might be just how like you grow up. You grow up, you see a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all my mama listened to was Biggie and Tupac. That's all I can listen to.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, with me and my child, like, my daughter knows all types of music. Like, she be bringing me new stuff, and I love that. I would never like stray her away from anything. Honestly, if she wanted to learn karate, let's.
I was gonna say something that you don't know about. Say she was trying to go learn about it. Are you gonna condemn her from it because?
The world is hers.
And are you willing to learn from her too?
Yes.
Okay, that's the biggest part right there.
For one, I love her uniqueness. Like, my daughter want to make content.
Shout out to that.
And I'm right now, and I hate it, but I'm just trying to get myself like in the where I'm cool. Let me learn this industry. Let me understand what's going on. Then I can put you on. We can't just hop right into it, because I feel like personally, I feel like I can go far. I feel like my daughter can go further.
Right.
You know? So I just want to make sure I got everything.
Do you think your daughter could get where she going before you get where you
Yes.
going?
But before you answer that, move your mic closer a little bit. Yep. Mhm.
Good? Okay. Well, I can sit up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Cause that's the thing. Like these young people, they got the social media in a chokehold.
Oh my-
They know
and
what
this-
they doing.
They got her like they got her real bad. Like, we was just leaving a circus, and I swear on the radio it was just TikTok songs, and she knew every last one of them.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, we need
They
to take
got
your
it.
phone
I ain't gonna
away.
lie. I can't. The way I'm seeing it right now, my kid ain't getting no tablet, and they not gonna watch no TV. Like they probably not gonna fuck with me for real. 'Cause
Yeah,
There's a lot of shit I ain't gonna let them do.
Major pain.
It is
Right, I'm about to say, wait till that
big.
nigga crying, and you gonna hand that
It
nigga the tablet.
What?
You gonna be one to, here, just take it. Just take
Get out
it.
of my face.
Yeah.
I know how that get. I know how that. And then you be wanting to be the. Before you had kids, you be like, oh, my kid, we gonna be out in the sun all day.
Right,
We
and
gonna
you
be
get them
running.
motherfuckers.
I'm gonna get him tired. You gonna go to bed.
You be
What?
tired.
2 in the morning, they be screaming at the top of their lungs.
Talking to you, just talking. For the past little week, I've been going to sleep on the kid. Like, I can't. She's 7, so she's not like a baby. You know, she's older. So she trying to stay up all night. Listen, baby, I can't. I'm gonna kick it with you later. But she's sneaky. She's starting to get a little sneaky. I'll be like, give me that tablet and that phone. I'll fall asleep. It's in her room. Hold on. Like, what?
So I need that.
Yeah.
You get that up off you, brother.
Yeah, real
You
quick.
get that up off you.
And she thought she was slick, but I caught her because I went to sleep last night. I had everything. I seen on my phone, I had like woke up in the middle of the night. No. I woke up in the morning. It was probably like 7. It said I had a missed call from her 4 hours ago. I'm like, 7? Why did you still have your phone? What were you doing?
You in there
And she'll be
sneaking.
like, like, come on, you gotta tell me something. And she just don't. I know, I'm sorry, and I'm a pushover.
That's
I'm
good
stuck.
that she ain't got to, because where I was at, I used to come up with the lie.
Oh, she
Quick.
likes to.
Okay.
That's.
I used to come up with the lie quick.
She knows. Like, my daughter and her are best friends. Like, she talked to her more than I talk to her.
That's
like,
so healthy, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's good.
That's healthy.
Is it? Because
'Cause-
she.
At least, but nah, look though. At least the person she talking to is your right hand
Yeah.
lady. You know what I'm saying?
She loved her so much. She her screensaver. I'm like.
I'm gonna tell you why it's healthy. That mean that you got a good team around you, because it's so many young, especially young black women, that hold on to stuff and they can't tell nobody. So they don't have no place where they feel like they can vent or get anything off. And to be honest with you, your parents are rarely gonna be the ones that you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his kids ain't they ain't come there with no. They might come to me though and be like, he
How old are
tripping.
y'all?
I
So how old are y'all?
25.
25.
turned
Okay, I'm
25 in,
Okay.
how many days?
Oh, your birthday coming up?
Yup, birthday's on the way.
You a Leo?
Yes.
I'm actually a Leo Cancer mix, allegedly.
Lancer.
I was about to say.
A Mancer?
A Lancer.
22nd. But it's funny. I was actually born at like 4 minutes before midnight. So, and we would all been 23rd. But that's actually crazy.
I'm the heart of the Leo, so I'm dead set 28th of July.
My daughter's birthday is July 31st.
31st. Shout out to that. Shout out to all the Leos.
Yes, I'm a
And the
Scorpio.
Cancers.
And the Cancers.
Who's a Cancer? You a Cancer?
No.
A Lancer.
Like,
A Lancer.
My, Capricorn. My birthday in January.
Oh, I don't know. Capricorns are a bit.
I was gonna say, how do y'all feel about astrology? And do y'all feel like, okay, say, because I think I'm real compatible with Capricorns, but I also feel like whatever I'm not compatible with, that's just what I need to learn about myself in order to become.
And that's what I was gonna say. I don't feel incompatible with anybody. That's crazy.
That's good.
Like, I feel like I could be compatible with anybody. I can say though, as a Scorpio, Pisces or just me, Pisces be like
Under that skin.
coming to me, just come, and I can't stand them damn near. Like,
It's probably something to learn there.
hey, I damn near don't want to know. Like, like it's cool. Like Pisces just throw me off. So shout out.
You said you could be compatible with anybody.
I'm not saying I'm not compatible with them. My daughter dad's a Pisces. Most of the men that I've dealt with in my life are Pisces. I'm not saying we're not compatible. I just don't understand why or what. Why are we
Attracted.
because they throw me off at some point. But I also love them too. It's like a love-hate relationship for real. I feel like y'all two have not talked that much. Do y'all usually not talk that much, or is it just because of me?
Nah, it's not because you. We vibing.
Oh well,
Vibing out.
I'm trying to hear it from y'all though. Like y'all like Scorpio?
Hey, I like that you just did that. I like that you did that.
I'm sorry. I've been thinking about that this whole time.
It's
like,
funny because my mom is Scorpio, and I just always see Scorpios as dominant, just because my mom's just hella dominant. So
hella dominant. I am very dominant.
Scorpio is November to December.
October, November.
October,
I'm
November. Okay.
Scorpio. My birthday is like 4 days before Halloween. I love Halloween.
I feel like the zodiac thing, like everybody can like what's the word? It could work out like with anybody. It's
That's why I said I feel like I can.
yeah,
be
like I don't
compatible.
really believe it.
Yeah.
All like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I don't believe it because like I be seeing horoscopes and I be like, that's me right now, like for sure. I felt that, but then when it be like your moon sign and this, that, and the third, like I don't.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not
different,
that deep
yeah.
into.
I think that's why he don't believe it though, because the horoscope that might apply for the Leo, the Capricorn, and the Lancer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody can get down with that. But if we was to take it outside of astrology, all right, you said you could be compatible with anybody. Do you feel like you could be compatible with a white man if you chose to be with a white man?
Yeah. You look
Hold on.
like-
Who was that? Who was that?
But
Will not. Answer for
I do though. I think I could be compatible with an Arabic man that barely can
Arabic ball.
even like speak hardly any English. Like if we vibe and if we click, if it's something there, it's something there. I can't even say like for a white man. You know, like I told y'all earlier, I came to a suburban area before. Like Reynoldsburg ain't as white dominant as it used to be. But when I first moved to Reynoldsburg, it was very white dominant. And I remember just for a long time, I would say like it's easier for black men and white women to come together rather than a black woman and a white man. And I would say like nowadays I can see like it's not that true, but it low key is. Like I feel like white men stick to
their race for sure.
Yeah.
Do you endorse that? Like, are you want people to? Would you prefer that people stick to their race? Cause I be seeing a lot of these athletes, a lot of these movie stars. Like Eddie Murphy just got married. He been with this white woman for the longest.
Yeah.
Just got married to the white woman.
It's very hard for me to answer that because I'm the type of person to say like, love is love and love who you love. But I'm also like, I've been in a situation where like, oh, my boyfriend cheated on me with a white woman. Why she got to be white? And why you know? So it's contradictive. Like honestly, it's hard to really say like, if what I'm okay with because I don't got nothing against white people for real all the way. It's so crazy. I was just trying to explain like to my daughter the other day white people like slavery and black hit like I was trying to explain like it went from slavery, segregation to where we are now. And that was probably one of the hardest conversations I've had to explain because my daughter don't.
She just kind of cool.
That's crazy. And she not about to look at white people like that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And I didn't want her to, you know.
Do you think learning that kind of make you look at it that way? Like, say we never learned about slavery.
Imagine if you heard a group of people was beating on your people and making your people do stuff and raping them and doing all types of stuff.
You gonna feel some type of way.
You gonna feel some type of way.
On top of the fact that those people, whether it's directly or indirectly, still benefit from that.
Yeah. And
we still, whether it's directly or indirectly, suffer from that.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all know what I think though? I'll be feeling like these movies. You know how Kanye? I know I'm probably gonna get canceled, but you know how Kanye? He said slavery wasn't real, or
It was a
he
choice.
said it was a
well,
choice.
he said choice. Well, I'm gonna get canceled because I'm gonna say slavery wasn't real. Again, I know that sounds crazy, but I think
Let him
He
cook.
said it.
because
Break
look,
it down.
Let him cook. Let him.
you know, it's funny. I was talking about Dad the other day. He was just saying like how
Let him cook.
listen though. He was telling me that all his hate from white people came from movies like that he got as a kid. That was all he learned. My grandma.
Facts.
I mean, she is like white, but still, she was around
You said
during
your
the
grandma
Depression. Yeah,
Okay.
but she's like intermingled with like all her grandkids is black. You know
My
what I mean?
granddaddy
So
like
What's that?
my
Mulatto? Mulatto?
yeah, type shit. But is that mulatto?
Mulatto? Something like that.
The white with
Y'all
the
said
black,
mulatto?
the white and the black.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, yeah. I guess that's my dad said that Lily was her race.
what you
Like
talking about?
it was that was her.
Why she changed her name to Mulatto because Mulatto is like.
And she didn't know that it had that kind of history. But in reality, because if you read this book, it's called The History of Black Civilization. Mulattoes was actually the offspring of the black women that was getting raped by these other races. And their offspring was
Finish your
called
story.
mulatto.
We listening. My bad.
Well, no, y'all could y'all do a little breakdown because he was even saying, but he said like mulatto was literally her race back then. Like it was literally on the birth certificate type shit. But
What?
That's wild.
I'm learning shit
Yeah.
today.
But
Oh,
like,
STD,
I'm not gonna say it wasn't real. I just don't think it's real how they tell us. Like in the movies, I think that was all just like the mental part of it. You know what
Why
I mean?
you think they keep making slave movies to this day?
To keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
but why? What do they benefit?
They need
from that?
division.
Okay, so then this is why I say too, because everything, like remember we was talking about the rock music, how we made everything. We think we listen to this heavy metal and we think, oh, that's white shit. Then when you really look deep into it, why they wearing all black? Why is he? Even bro, Child's Play the movie, Chucky. Y'all familiar with that shit?
Yeah, I
that
love
shit used to
horror.
scare me when I was a kid. Type shit. I went back and really was watching it. That's Haitian voodoo they doing. You know what I'm saying? But we're seeing white people and shit. All this shit stems back to African culture.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like America is built off this shit. There was no way we was the weak ones. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they want to keep instilled. That way we
But then how were things the way they were? If we wasn't the weak ones, how the hell we had segregated bathrooms and
I think
We're not the weak ones. We just didn't have the same resources.
yeah.
The Africans was sold by other Africans to white people.
Yep.
Thank
They
you.
don't know what's
Yep.
going on. You're already starting off change. You're not weak, but they've already like.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
So from what you said, I feel like they definitely took from our culture, like our.
Yeah.
But listen though, our race as a people.
Yeah.
They say we're the real people of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That was our curse. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we look at it like, oh, we did this. Like you said, black people sold black people. Black hate is still this is our main topic we was talking about today is the black hate that still is in our minds.
Yeah.
We're doing the white people's job because that's the point. We control their minds. They kill each
Before
other.
they had to keep us down. Now we keeping each other down. But I you know what's crazy though? I don't think we was the weak ones either. I think we didn't want the same thing. Like we didn't want to be around white people. We didn't want anything from them. They didn't have anything for us to gain from them. They had everything to gain from us.
Yes.
Our culture, what we was able to do with it, you know what I'm saying? So they was looking at us like we need to destroy them or take from them. We looking at them like, oh, there goes some white people, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no malicious intent or none of that, you feel me? Like it's room for all of us to eat. And I think that's where that went. But I low-key want to hear from you on the, cause you want us to stick to our races. That's what you had said, right?
I didn't even say it, but that's exactly what I would say.
And why? Well, why though?
That's just how I feel. I don't know.
So like you don't think that like Blasian kids, you don't think they cute?
I love me a little Blasian.
I don't know.
Love me a little.
Cute, sure. My cousin Blasian.
Shout out to your cousin.
How old is she?
She's like 16.
Okay, never mind.
Shout out to them though.
Like Korean or something.
So like you don't. So like, do you not support that, or is it just like you don't like white and black mix?
I don't necessarily care about it too much. I'm not gonna say I support it. Really, I would say black people should be with black people. In my household, that's legit how it's been. If you were to bring someone else in, my mom was gonna turn you around at the door. So I just grew up like that.
I grew up like that too, but why was that the case though?
Because of-
I don't know. I think we should stick together.
It should not. Hey.
And white and black is definitely not okay. The other one's okay. It's not as bad to me, but a white person, never. I would never.
Oh, when you say we should stick together, though, see,
That's-
I'd say we should stick together, like not just black people, but people.
Everybody.
people. You know, what
And
I'm
I
saying?
think not that it's wrong to stick to your race, but I think trying to make it to where, because a lot of us do excel out of the norm of the black community, so we not in that crab in the barrel bucket, and the pool for dating get a little bit smaller when that's all you got to work with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many black people that's maybe up here on the same level with me. So what do I?
Why do you think that?
No, I'm saying a lot of people get in that situation. Like, look at a Serena Williams. Who does she have that's up there that she can really go mate with? That's really in her bracket. And does she have to marry down or look down or go back to, you know, a different price range or comfort level? Or like, does she have to sacrifice those things that she would rather have comfort with in order to stay in her race?
I don't think so. I think there are so many people in the world. There's never only a little bit. Like you're saying, you know, it's the dating pools. The dating pool is big. There's so many people here. There's so many black people. Just because if they're not, you know, famous, do she have to stick to celebrities or? Because there's somebody I know. That white man ain't the only man who got what he got and do what he did. There's other people who do that.
I mean, she might not have came across them though. She might not have came across the people that you talking about. And she played tennis. You know what I'm saying? How many? You just got to start applying the factors. She played tennis. That's not really no black person sport. So now
We play tennis every Sunday.
you're not at the Wimbledon though. You're not at the Wimbledon. So that's all I'm saying. Like every skew or every factor that's individual to her, the more she lean into that, I think the pool does shrink a little bit more and more. Not to say that it's a small pool, but I think it's a lot smaller than what we walk outside and see. You know what I'm saying?
I think dating out your race, it's like, it looks like a bad thing, but it's because the people that made it a bad thing. You see the black ass nigga that got famous and went and got a white girl and wanted to flex because but you know, then you see that nigga get half of his life taken from him. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's why I'm with it though, because why share that wealth with somebody other than your people? I'm with
So
that.
as black men, y'all don't like
I would mess with a white girl.
You would?
I just
I like all
never
women.
had-
Yeah, about to say.
I do like all women. I'm majority of the women I'm attracted to are black women.
Yeah.
But I like Hispanic women too.
How would y'all's family feel if y'all brought a white woman home?
I ain't never did that.
But it don't matter though. It don't matter how they feel.
Up, one honey.
That's real shit though.
It is. Because a lot of people, I'm telling my business, a lot of people feel like my boyfriend went to jail. So a lot of times he like, what they gonna say, or what if they feel some type of way just because I've been in jail and I did this amount of time, and I had to tell him a lot of times, like, I don't care. I don't care what nobody got to say. They're not with you. I am, you know? So I get where you coming from when you say, like, what they say don't matter. Because, I mean, personally, what people say don't matter. I've been when I was in a relationship with my daughter's dad, a lot of people didn't like us together. And I stayed with him for 6 years, not giving a fuck about what nobody said. And I never have. I just personally just don't really care about other people's opinions, even if it's my family's.
That's crazy.
Cause they not in your situation. They on the outside looking in. So
And they not making me feel the way that person
Exactly.
is making me feeling. So I
Okay.
just
That's a fine line to walk. Cause I do think you could get some advice, and I think people could see something that you not seeing because you feel in a certain way by how they making you feel. So you might be blinded to.
that could be true.
yeah,
they-
because now they just buddy with my daughter's dad, and we not even together.
Oh wow. Okay.
People just be trying to not even give people a chance
Right.
sometimes. People take little things from their head or what they've seen and make that you without even knowing you.
And then once you realize that it all come down to what they got going on in their own mind. How can you really give a fuck? Like I ain't no way I can know what the fuck you thinking or what kind of beliefs you got in your mind. So
And in order to change your mind, I'm gonna have to do what you thinking, and we might not be thinking the same thing. So, yeah, changing somebody's mind is not always the goal for real.
Yeah,
I'm
and
with
I
that.
could care less to change anybody's mind. But I do love to see people's minds change or awaken. You know, a lot of people be stuck in their ways, so they can't see no change, or they can't see, you know, things for what they really are until they open their eyes, and then they see it, and then it's like, okay, that's a beautiful thing, because you unlock something within yourself. So
Yeah.
I love that for people, for sure.
Bro, I've been realizing like changing someone's mind or changing the perception of things is really a skill, bro. Because I've been realizing it been times where I'll see like this white person, and I think like, oh, this motherfucker racist and that and this that. But then once you really go things a certain way, you'll find out like, oh, that's really just you making that shit up in your head.
it's a
and
beautiful
blocking.
thing when you see it in yourself. I think that's the real beautiful thing. Like that's what growth is, though. Like I used to think like this, but then I seen what it really was, and it showed me something different.
I'm not gonna lie. This is my last question. It's a crazy question, but this is my last real question for real. How do you feel about white people that's saying nigga? Because I'm not gonna. Before you answer it, I'm gonna just say how my mind changed on that in particular. Before it was I'm running them over. Now I'm not about to allow you to dictate how I'm feeling. So
Yeah.
I don't. You might be using that. I'm not gonna be around you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be around you, or I'm not gonna allow you using that word to make me emotional, to make me angry, to have any control over me.
It's like having you
So-
on a leash.
But let me ask you this. You're saying that in a sense of, let's say you just walking down the street and you hear a white person saying nigga, or you got like
Using the
friends.
word, yeah.
What if you got like friends who is saying nigga, and they low key like that's
That's shit.
That you know that's what that's what they've been accustomed to. That's what they've been around. You know, so they feel like I know a lot of white dudes on the west side of Columbus who
Love it.
love that nigga. Like, damn, like, okay. But it's also, I don't see that as them saying that, trying to be down on us. I see that as them trying to beat us.
Emulate, exactly.
And
Yeah.
that go back to
Endearing.
his point. That go back to his point where they trying to make it like we was the weak ones. Nah, most of the shit that y'all got it from us.
Hey, what's that saying? Imitation is
The biggest form of flattery.
biggest form.
And that's all they've been doing. They try to imitate. It go back to the music point. We made all of these different genres of music. They trying to be the face of rock, and they trying to be the face of jazz and alternative. But we already created that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all trying to make it seem like this one thing is what black is, when everything that y'all doing was once black.
And you know, I swear, to me personally, a lot of stuff look better when black people do it. Yeah. Black people are just a superior.
Even
race.
blonde
Like,
hair. I'm not gonna lie, blonde hair be
a
looking.
blonde wig up, okay? And it's like,
That's a fact.
damn.
That's your shit.
That's your shit.
That's your
But I
shit.
be feeling like we are the gods and they're entertaining us. That's why I be feeling like that's why Lady Gaga and all these are the biggest things, but always deep down when you look at it, they're emulating black people. Elvis. This motherfucker used to be in black churches studying. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they know this is the root. We have to understand that. And that's where they got us beat.
I just wish, like, as just like black people could just really come together and really take over. Like, you see how everything is white Wall Street and white, like, if black people could really just take, I feel like the world low key.
It would be a whole different. If America was ran by black people, and like we was in control, it would look completely different.
It would be lit.
When
too.
you
I
start
feel like-
asking the real questions, though, that's when you realize, all right, we tried to do. Black Wall Street was a thing.
Yeah,
5 years after the emancipation, so we went from the slavery to Black Wall Street in 5 years. That means we was already knowing for real.
Yeah.
But they eliminated that.
It's because we not knowing enough. That's an emulation of an emulation. God not fucking with it. Y'all got to learn the truth, bro.
I think
Explain that. Emulation of an emulation.
Wall Street. For like I said, I'll say this all again. Everything comes from us, bro. Everything.
Well, that's what they called Black Wall Street, but it wasn't nothing like they Wall Street though. We had our own businesses on that shit.
But even just the suffix or what's that we put black, just putting it using, you know what I mean? The fact that we have to label everything black is still it's mind control. You know, like when black people understand we rule, and it's not just about black people ruling, we rule. That's when everything's going. You know what I mean? It's going to just lock back in place.
Are you mixed with anything? What are you? Like,
I'm Ethiopian.
Ethiopian?
Yeah.
So a lot of like Ethiopians or Somalians or just Africans, like Nigerians and stuff like that, like a lot of them have that issue of saying like, me, like I'm African American, we're not the same. Do you see us as the same, or do you see us as different?
I mean, I see all black people as the same.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I
do
love
too.
that question.
So why do you feel like they think that? Because they do. You're 100% right.
The Africans,
Yeah.
they brainwashed.
I heard they do
I
get
was-
brainwashed in immigration. That is
And
true.
I feel like they think that we're whitewashed, like African Americans. Like they,
Ooh.
yeah. I honestly,
You know what's
mean
crazy? And I don't know if I said this on a pod before. I had a Nigerian call me a kata before. You know what that is? You know what that is?
I mean, kind of.
A cotton picker.
oh,
They be getting it off. They get it off. These are no white person has ever. I've never heard a white person even use
But
that
that
term.
wouldn't even make sense because that would make sense.
But they're basically saying y'all was over here on the plantations. Y'all was picking
we
cotton.
was at the crib.
We was at the crib. We come from royalty, and it's like they dissociate. See,
Y'all put us here.
you associate royalty with all black people. A lot of what she's saying. A lot of Africans only associate the royalty with them, and then they associate the slavery with us.
yeah.
So it's like y'all this we not like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never experienced this. But I agree with you. I think we all, you feel me?
ended up in the same place.
you
know what I mean?
you
Like-
was born here.
Yeah, I was born here.
You got siblings?
I got some siblings.
So y'all all was born here, or like, cause like I have like some Nepali friends, and they work at my gym, and they lived there first and then came here.
Yeah.
So like, do you have like?
Nah, I mean, like me and my siblings, we all born here
Okay,
in America,
okay.
but my parents
They was born.
back home.
What can you see? Kind of, they probably don't tell you directly, but can you see how your parents think of black people, as far as they?
Yeah, I see it. I mean,
Is it negative?
it's like it's negative, it's
They-
positive.
They like iffy.
Yeah.
It's probably certain shit that they don't want to be associated with though. And I don't blame them all the way. I don't like that it's only being pinned on African Americans. I hate that. But imagine when we get to that point when we got a household and we want to raise our children in a safe community.
Yeah.
But it done been this many murders out here and it's known for this and that. Like I don't want to associate my family with that. I don't want my family to be around that. So it's not that I'm racist against my people or nothing. It's just
I feel that.
Wanting better.
it's wanting better.
Yeah.
And to go back to what you said, which is most important, black people coming together and realizing that we are the ones that have power and taking back that power, I think it comes down to being able to capitalize off of what we have. We allow white people to capitalize off of being black. So I just seen Travis Kelce get credit for the Boosie fade.
Yeah, like,
Y'all know who Travis Kelce is? Like,
Yeah, like-
brother, we've been doing that for ages.
ages.
They just pinned that on you. I'm not even gonna go to that, but y'all heard of the Hawk Tua? We was just going over the Hawk Tua girl. They've been doing it for ages. We're not the first one to even think of that.
No, for real.
But she
though.
capitalized off of it.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, we don't capitalize off of our gifts and our abilities. Rather, we let the world do it. And then, okay, a big point right now, y'all see them cyber trucks all over the place. It's rappers that we seeing with the cyber truck and athletes and black rappers and black athletes that we seeing with the cyber truck. They turning it up, driving up the stock. They're not benefiting from it though. Elon Musk about to go benefit from that.
Go crazy, man.
So we gonna make it
affordable
popular.
for everybody when after y'all get
They
taxed.
using
But who do
hard
y'all feel
power.
like is the first person that they send this shit to? Black people. Cause black
What you was
people
about to
put
say?
it
They
out-
using our power to profit.
Yeah.
They're capitalizing off of our popularity,
Yeah.
and we cool with the popularity.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they get
and the free shit. Like
Yeah,
literally.
they gonna call us the Louis Vuitton ambassador, but they done named Virgil Abloh the Louis V ambassador. Then it was Kanye. Then it was Tyler the Creator, Pharrell. Now it's Pusha T. They keep going to black people because we got the style. We know how to turn some shit up.
Yeah, and we know how to put it together
Yeah,
and
no
make
cap.
that like.
But
And
we
when
gotta
somebody
have
else,
on.
and when the white folks see us in it, okay, let me go do it. But we not gonna directly
and they
benefit
know that,
from
bro. And I was gonna say, damn, what the fuck I was about to say? It's like they know, like, okay, we gotta ask, what is it? We gotta self-reflect here. Like, why do we seek what they're giving us instead of not what we giving us, or try to produce something for our own?
For our
Because we
own.
don't
Mind
have like
control.
opportunities, and well, not that we don't have opportunities. We just don't have like more so like the resources, like and things that other people
Yeah,
have.
but
Like
That's where coming
a
together.
lot of stuff people say all the time, like that shit was just given to you. You're a white man, that was just given to you. A black man gotta work. A black man gotta go from the bottom up. Even if you a black person who is well off, you still gotta work to even stay in them standards and stay by them means and stuff like that. Like black people gotta really put in work rather than it could be a white man. He could just get a position just because he white and his family's name is big, you know?
And that's why I appreciate what y'all said about like Stephen A, Candace Owens, Shannon Sharp and them. Cause when you make it to that level, us black people, we don't have too many of us up there. So if y'all just gonna start conforming to what the white people want y'all to do, you just becoming an ambassador again. You just the popularity for them to capitalize.
and
off
that's
of.
prevent other black people from coming up there.
Exactly. And on top of that, it's sending a message to black people indirectly. You got to get down with this in order to be this. You'll never reach this level if you don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
bro.
I definitely agree with that, but it's just coming together is so like
It's hard, low key.
it's hard
do it,
because
man.
once if I'm worth 300 million and I'm trying to go save a little bro that just went to jail 5 times in the past 5 years, like it's a disconnect right there already, you know. But I'm still trying to get him the same opportunities that I have, so it's like you still got to be on that stick together and come together shit. But
And what's messed up is a lot of people, like, white people go through the same type stuff. Like, a white man could have 3 mil and got a brother who's on meth, goes to jail every 6
Joe Biden
months.
in office right now, I'm sorry, but his son is a wild animal.
That nigga trapping.
He's a wild animal, and he's still in there.
Yeah.
They don't care. So it
But let that have been Obama.
facts.
And the girls was
Facts.
acting crazy.
No, they got caught smoking a cigarette. They slammed them all over the
Like,
up and down. They was getting
Who
slammed.
slammed them? Who?
Not me though, but
yeah.
her own people though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No cap. Like y'all supposed to do this and y'all supposed to look
Yeah.
like this. They smoking cigarettes. Like he smoking crack. Yeah. Little brother smoking crack. Like that's crazy. But yeah, no, it's really about like once you get in them spaces, I agree with what she was saying and what y'all was both saying earlier, staying true to who you are, because if we want them opportunities to make something for ourselves and make our own product and make our own stuff popular, we gotta take back the power that they trying to give us by showing up to the all white party. Like the all white party is what it is because all the black people be there. So we gotta come up with the all black party. You know what I'm saying? It gotta start there. You feel me? With the people that's already there. Y'all gotta stop taking them tokens.
Wait, what's
But we
the
reverse
Diddy?
it.
What is the Diddy party? That's not real shit.
I don't know about it. I couldn't answer that question. I don't know about the Diddington.
But you know what it is though? Like, it's crazy because like being white is associated with success. Being
Yeah.
black is associated
Yeah.
with poor. So we
Poverty,
think
yeah.
we think if we want to get out of this shit and get rich, let's be like the white people. But that's not true.
And then
We
we
were
don't
never
like
meant
people
to
who
have
want to
that
be
life.
black. I think people as a humanity is confused.
Yeah.
Because we're all literally, the only difference between us and anybody else is our skin color. And I feel like that's a cliche. We're all the same. We're all have the same skin. We're just different skin colors, all of that. But in actuality, it is.
See, it's skin and culture. And the thing is, we don't respect each other's differences. Like, just because you believe this and I believe this, don't mean we can't get along. We just gotta accept each other's belief and respect that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Not that I'm racist, but like
Go ahead.
I ain't racist though. But I ain't gonna lie. Back when we was young, like we was programmed so much. A accent, you might get clowned for your accent, bro. Not yours, but I'm saying like you come around with an African accent, somebody might mock you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be
yeah.
me. I might do it, but back when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not cool to do that.
We all done clicked at African
Yeah.
before, you know what I mean? Like we all guilty of that.
Bro,
But
we was
it's
getting
like
off.
that. I feel like with all races, like I had a Mexican friend.
That's
we called
crazy.
him Miko, or we called him Chop. You know, El Chapo, Mexican. You.
Ling Ling?
Yeah.
We say Ling Ling all the time.
And
Why
it,
you say
it's only it's only not taken serious, or it's only taken serious when it's like anger involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody can laugh about shit like that. Black people laugh about nigga. White people, they don't laugh about being called coon. But I feel like white people they can't take a real joke sometimes. Yeah, so. But when it comes to like black people and the word nigga and Mexicans, what do they call Mexicans?
Cholos.
No,
Beaners.
Yeah, beaners.
Beaners,
and
wetback, essay.
wetbacks. Yeah, stuff like that.
Shout out
like,
to all the
Dang, I
Hispanic.
forgot about wetback.
Wetback?
That's crazy.
I rock
That's
the
the
song.
Hey,
You know why they call them wetback?
No, because
They
it.
work. They work.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I thought it was because. What you
thought they
think? What
sweat
you
a
think?
lot.
Bro, I
'Cause
thought
they,
it was because
they
they swam
swam over
on
the
top. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
And you don't want to be on camera and you laughing.
Hey, no offense to
That's
nobody.
the only reason it's
No
funny.
offense to nobody.
Shout out to everybody Hispanic, bro.
I love Hispanics. I used to want to be Hispanic.
That's how you clean it up right there.
For-
I used to want to be Hispanic.
Hey, now everybody had a little point where they wanted to look. I just want to speak Spanish real quick. I want to roll my R's and shit.
No, Spanish is one of the most. That's probably the most beautiful language. Shout out to them.
I love it. Like I want to go to Puerto Rico, and because it's on the U.S., I don't got no passport. I need to get that ASAP. But I want to go to Puerto Rico and just be in their roots, dance with them, stuff like. I was telling y'all before. I don't know if we was recording or not, but when I went to Cancun, that's my favorite trip I've ever been on, and I wasn't grown. I was a kid, but it was just the vibes that they had there.
That's so crazy because I didn't go nowhere special in Cancun, but seeing their environment and their community out there, it
it's
just
beautiful.
hit.
It's beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was. I think about it till this day. I love seeing pictures of it. If me there, it takes me back there. Like I said, I've been to other places. I've been to the Bahamas. I had a good time in Bahamas. They lost my luggage. I'll always be like,
damn. They was trapping that shit. They
Yeah,
ain't lose it.
They didn't lose it.
But I had a great time. I love their culture and their roots and their food and everything. It was beautiful in the Bahamas. But I don't know, it's something about them Hispanics that had me in a chokehold, and I can't wait to go back. Actually,
Shout out to all the cultures around the world.
all the world is so beautiful. Like honestly, I can't wait to real life get back to like traveling the world and just going different places, because like I even think different cultures is cool to learn about and different stuff like that. But it's still a bunch of stuff in the U.S. that you could just learn about within going places to places. So,
Bro, there's a lot of false stuff they tell us too. Like they be making us think that like all the cultures look at us a certain way. I was on a live stream one time. It was some Serbian niggas. They was like, "Hey, pop out to Serbia." I'm like,
Pop
"You
out to
sure
Serbia?
they ain't gonna lynch a nigga?" You know what I mean? I'm like,
They
ain't
do
fuck-
make it seem like we
they
unwanted.
do. They make it seem like
Right.
But they don't got
everybody
no
hate
black people over there to even copy off of. No swag over there.
No swag.
We could go turn
Nigga,
up Serbia.
we walk in there.
We could go
Bro,
turn Serbia up.
Bro, I got niggas from Germany and Serbia. They literally welcome me. Like they be like,
Ready
"Pop
for
out,
us to
bro."
go turn them up.
Got real shit, bro.
Brother, this is how you dress. This is how you.
God.
This is how you do everything. Let me show you how to make some chicken right quick.
I played a game, and I'll be on the game. I play zombies. I play Call of Duty. And I really be meeting people from all over the world. And I'll be like, y'all really cool for real. Like,
Hop on that war zone. They could not be cool. No, they could not be cool no more. That's crazy.
But-
So, well, go ahead.
no, I wasn't even about to say nothing.
Okay, I was gonna say, we a little over halfway through the year. We in the third quarter of the year. And time been flying. Ever since 2020, time been out of here.
Out of here.
Is there something that you, just like a personal goal that you have for yourself before the year is over?
Honestly, so before the year came even in, we made vision boards. When I tell you, I be looking at my vision boards and I be like, damn, I did that.
That's what's
I did
up.
that.
That's
I did
what's
that.
up.
I did that. I'm like, damn, I ate this year.
Ate.
I literally
Already?
like, yeah. And it's still more stuff, that I have planned. So personally, I feel like I've been hitting my goals all year. I'm not saying this shit been easy. I'm not saying like I've been in always the best headspace, all of that, but
You
I
making that
can't
shit
say,
happen, though.
huh?
Say you making it happen, though.
Yeah, I'm making it happen,
You in your
and I'm
bag.
very proud of myself. So I honestly, I want to end the year off great, just as the year has been going.
Having peace.
And I just want to make sure that like I'm prepared for greatness in the next year. That's all I want. I just want to make sure that I keep opening the doors for myself.
You know, one thing you need to add to your year.
What?
So in August, we having it's gonna be our first event. It's a private networking event. Have you ever heard of InvestFest?
No.
So it's a festival. Think of like Coachella for entrepreneurs.
Ooh. Ooh.
You just said
That-
Hey, that was.
You know what I mean?
You
That's
didn't
basically-
say that 2 hours ago.
But that's basically what it is, and we throwing an event out there during that time. So
Okay.
y'all two is invited.
Y'all two invited for sure. We got room for the
Some more info when y'all done.
for sure because the space is already gotten together. I mean, we really just want to fill up the mansion.
Okay.
That's really we want to fill it up with like-minded people that's in their bag like y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We gonna be there.
For sure, for sure.
I was so happy when, Adrian was like, oh, cause he had sent me y'all's podcast. And I'm like, okay, I like what they was doing there. I like how you flow and how you talk and stuff like that. And he was like, I'm gonna put you on with them. You hit me up the next day. I'm like, okay, it's opening up. Shit's opening up. So I really do I appreciate it. It made me, feel good and made me feel like I'm still doing stuff. And
We a part of your network.
yes,
Yeah,
I
for
appreciate that.
For sure.
You see how the network though? Adrian, we had Adrian on. Adrian told her, now she on. You see how the network? You see how the network?
You spit bars right now. Could you tell them where they can find you at on social media and on YouTube?
So my social media, sorry y'all, I gotta hit my manager. We only got.
Okay.
They can't. Not for real.
You could take my seat if you want to take
Yeah,
it.
you could come plug. You don't want to be on.
My Instagram is High Times W, so not with a W, so High Times W Brook. My YouTube channel is High Times with Brook. And TikTok coming soon, and that's gonna be High Times W Brook 2. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. Me and her, we be nervous sometimes just dealing with other people, especially like people we don't know, because we just what y'all got going on. Like, this is hard for real. This is like some serious secure the bag type stuff.
Secure in the bag.
And I feel like we're just growing. So stuff like this, we be like, we gotta put our game faces on and stuff like that.
And it don't even gotta
and
be
it
that.
don't ever
Oh,
be
God.
that. We
It don't
like,
even gotta
damn,
be that. That's
why?
crazy. He was saying one time, like, he was going to these consultations and he was moving around with, I think it might have been Adrian and T and them.
Yeah.
Going there thinking he got to be dressed up. They walking in there casual. You know
Regular.
what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying when we look at white people and think of a certain thing of success. Once you start really seeing this shit, it's not like that.
Yup.
You can be you. You can talk how you talk, walk how you look, and still be successful.
And that's
For
when
real,
you
and
realize
being you is 9 times out of 10 the best thing you could do is be yourself.
that's the bag right there.
Yes.
That's being
Yes.
secure in the bag because the bag gonna keep coming to you because you doing all you know how to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a great one. Definitely, y'all go check her out, man. And
Yeah, go
I wouldn't mind hopping on y'all podcast at some point.
Really?
Of course.
All of
course.
y'all.
Yeah,
I love
that'd be
all of
tight.
y'all's vibe. Y'all really some cool peoples for real. And I keep saying, like, y'all doing the damn thing. And it was something that I was able to look at and like try to maneuver, like, what are they doing? What are they?
learn
I'm
from
trying to do. I'm trying to do that too. So I appreciate y'all being a teaching point for me as well.
Yeah, that feel good. That feel good to even be that. That's a fact.
What you said it was called High Times?
High Times W. Well, High Times with Brook.